What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Pad Outdoors. Hope you're having a great day. Lately I've been modifying my razors quite frequently, but today I'm actually gonna give my KLX a little bit of attention. This thing is an absolute blast to ride. I actually took it out last week to my buddy's property in West Virginia. He doesn't have any sort of like well-groomed single track trails. It was more freestyle, enduro style riding through some uncleared paths, which was pretty awesome that this thing took it like a champ. I did hit a really bad stump though and managed to chip the bottom corner of my new helmet on the handlebar, which is ironic that I don't have a bar pad on this because I have some on my razors. Even the little tiny 350 has one for I don't know what reason. But another thing I also wanted to install on this bike is some brush guards to protect my hands, since I do actually ride this thing through the woods now, and I can't have it on a MX 650 and not on my actual dirt bike. So let's get to it. The exact bar pad that I'm using is the 10-inch wide round pad by Protaper, which fits perfectly on the factory handlebars. This is the 140, but the same handlebars are also installed on the 230 and the KLX140R. Their race green color matches the plastics perfectly. This is the exact part number that I'm using. If you are interested in checking it out, I will leave a link in the description below. Now we're going to be installing a set of their brush guards on the handlebars to add a little bit of protection for my hands when we're going through some brush. What's funny is these are not going to be as heavy duty as these JFG ones, since these have an aluminum bar that goes through them. These do not. These have the same amount of protection as like the factory KTM ones that come on their enduro bikes. So some protection is definitely better than no protection. The installation for these are actually quite simple. I don't have to modify anything. I should be able to just bolt these on the handlebar on the inside portion of the grips, and then these bolt on to this part of the bracket, which is a lot less steps than what I had to do for this bike. This is how I ended up having it mounted. I had the brackets looped down under everything, and then I mounted them between the levers and the grips on both sides. I thought I was gonna have a clearance issue on this side because the brake reservoir is here. I read some people having that issue with these newer bikes, but if you place the bracket in between the grip and the reservoir, no clearance issues. And the green matches perfectly with the Kawasaki. And the last thing I'm going to do to this bike today is take off this warning decal that says that it's designed for off-road use only, because I do plan on putting tags on this thing and taking it out on the main road. So I am just going to leave this off. Let's take this thing out. cannot wait to take this thing back out into some trails. Unfortunately, there's none near me. As you can see, I live very far away from any sort of track. So it is gonna be at least another week or so before we take this thing out. I am thinking of installing a skid plate too at some point before that. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for other parts that I should install on this thing, or any sort of protective gear that I should get before I go back out again. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you like this kind of content, want to keep up with some of my projects, consider subscribing to my channel. But this is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching.